How will you measure your life? By Clayton M. Christensen, James Allworth, and Karen Dillon. You want more than just a career. You want a life that resonates with purpose, fulfillment, and integrity. But here's the truth that often eludes most people: your daily choices, how you invest your time, energy, and attention, define the true measure of your success. It's not about the title on your business card, the digits in your bank account, or even the size of the house you live in. These superficial markers are fleeting, often leaving you craving more. This is about going deeper, peeling back the layers to understand what truly motivates you and brings you lasting happiness. It's about creating a life that aligns with your core values, not just your ambitions. Christensen's work challenges us to wrestle with some of life's biggest questions. How can you find genuine happiness in your career? How do you cultivate relationships that sustain and nurture you? And perhaps most importantly, how can you remain true to yourself amidst life's pressures and distractions? This isn't just philosophy for the sake of contemplation. It's actionable, grounded in real-world strategies and frameworks that you can apply to your life. You'll uncover the hidden drivers behind your decisions. Understand how small compromises can erode your integrity, and learn to build a future that's not just successful, but deeply meaningful. By the end of this journey, you'll have more than just insights. You'll have a blueprint for crafting a life you're proud to call your own. Lesson 1. Finding happiness in your career. Let's face it, your career isn't just about collecting paychecks or climbing a ladder. It's a massive part of your identity, shaping how you see yourself and how others perceive you. But here's a critical truth. A paycheck, no matter how substantial, will never be enough to satisfy you. You deserve a career that excites you, challenges you, and fills you with pride and purpose. Christensen explains, we have intentions for our careers. Against those intentions, opportunities and threats emerge that we haven't anticipated. This is where strategy comes into play. Think of your life as a business. Every single day, you're making decisions about how to allocate your most precious resources, your time, energy, and attention. Ask yourself the tough questions. Does my work challenge me intellectually and creatively? Am I growing and evolving as a person because of what I do? Does my work align with my deepest motivations and values? Too many people fall into the trap of chasing external rewards like titles, salaries, or recognition, only to discover these hygiene factors barely scratch the surface of true fulfillment. Sure, they prevent dissatisfaction, but they won't make you genuinely happy. Instead, focus on motivation factors, engaging work, opportunities for growth, and the chance to contribute meaningfully. Don't settle for mediocrity. Build a career strategy that aligns with your long-term vision and values. And don't be afraid to pivot when you find yourself off course. Life is too short for a career that doesn't light you up inside. Lesson 2. What makes us tick? Happiness isn't a universal formula. What drives one person may leave another feeling hollow. And here's the kicker. If you don't take the time to understand what truly motivates you, you'll spend your life chasing things that don't matter. Frederick Herzberg's two-factor theory provides a valuable framework for understanding this. Hygiene factors like salary, job security, or working conditions won't make you happy. At best, they'll keep you from being dissatisfied. Motivation factors like personal growth, meaningful work, and recognition are the real drivers of joy and fulfillment. Christensen aptly points out, the opposite of job dissatisfaction isn't job satisfaction, but rather the absence of job dissatisfaction. This explains why your excitement over a raise or promotion often fades faster than you expect. These rewards are temporary band-aids that don't address the deeper needs for purpose and growth. So, how do you uncover your true motivations? Reflect deeply and ask, is this work meaningful to me beyond the paycheck? Does it allow me to grow intellectually, emotionally, or spiritually? Does it give me a sense of purpose, or a reason to get out of bed in the morning. By focusing on what truly fuels your passion, you can eliminate distractions and zero in on what matters most. Lesson 3. The balance of calculation and serendipity. Life rarely unfolds as planned. And that's not just okay. It's often where the magic happens. Christensen introduces the idea of deliberate and emergent strategies to navigate this unpredictability. Deliberate strategy, the carefully crafted plan for anticipated opportunities. Emergent strategy, the ability to adapt and embrace unexpected challenges or opportunities. And as Christensen explains, if you've yet to find something that really works in your career, expecting to have a clear vision of where your life will take you is just wasting time. The truth is, while planning is important, life's most transformative moments often arise from unexpected turns. Success doesn't come from rigidly sticking to a script. It comes from balancing clear intentions with the flexibility to adapt. Here's the secret. Embrace experimentation. Try new things, take risks, and remain open to serendipity. When an unexpected opportunity aligns with your values and passions, lean into it. Your willingness to pivot can make all the difference. Lesson 4. Allocating resources wisely. Here's a sobering reality. Where you invest your time, energy, and money reveals your true priorities. You might say you value family, health, or personal growth, but your calendar and spending habits tell the real story. Christensen makes it clear. If the decisions you make about where you invest your blood, sweat, and tears are not consistent with the person you aspire to be, you'll never become that person. Take a hard look at your life. Are your daily actions aligned with your core values? Are you dedicating enough time and energy to the things that matter most, like your family, passions, or well-being? Every moment you spend on the wrong things is a moment stolen from what truly matters. The good news: you can reclaim your time by aligning your resources with your purpose. Make conscious choices about how you invest your energy and attention. When your actions reflect your aspirations, you'll not only feel more fulfilled, but also stay true to your best self. Lesson 5. Finding happiness in relationships. At the end of the day, relationships aren't just important, they're everything. As Christensen wisely says, there is much more to life than your career. Yet, too many people sacrifice relationships on the altar of professional success, only to find themselves filled with regret later on. The secret to fulfilling relationships is treating them like long-term investments. Just as a thriving business requires constant care, so do your personal connections. Prioritize the people who matter most. Show up for them consistently, and fight against the temptation to let work or distractions rob you of the moments that truly count. Ask yourself daily, am I actively nurturing the relationships that bring me joy and meaning? Am I fully present with the people I care about, or am I distracted and disengaged? Happiness isn't found in the accolades you earn, but in the love and connection you cultivate. Make your relationships your most valuable investments, and they will reward you 1,000-fold. Lesson 6. The job to be done. Every relationship has a purpose. Understanding that purpose, the job to be done, is the key to building meaningful and enduring connections. Relationships aren't static. They serve different needs at different times for all involved. Christensen explains, thinking about your relationships from the perspective of the job to be done is the best way to understand what's important to the people who mean the most to you. Whether it's being a source of comfort, a guide, or a partner in shared adventures. Recognizing what others need from you ensures your relationships stay strong and fulfilling. This perspective requires empathy. Step into the shoes of your partner, children, friends, or colleagues. Ask yourself, what are their hopes, fears, and expectations? Then act accordingly. Meeting these needs selflessly doesn't just strengthen the bond, it creates a cycle of mutual trust and care. Here's the beauty of it. When you give without expecting anything in return, you often receive even more in the form of joy, gratitude, and deeper connections. Focus on understanding and serving the needs of those you care about, and you'll find lasting happiness in the process. Lesson 7. Building a strong culture. Families, like companies, thrive on culture. Culture isn't built in a day. It's the cumulative result of countless small actions, decisions, and behaviors over time. A strong culture reinforces values, builds trust, and provides a sense of belonging. Christensen emphasizes, for it to be an effective force, you have to properly program the autopilot. You have to build the culture that you want in your family. What does this mean for you? It means taking intentional steps to shape the environment and norms in your relationships and home. Consider what values you want to instill in your children. Are they learning about honesty, compassion, and resilience through your example? Think about the traditions or rituals that reinforce these values. Maybe it's family dinners where everyone shares their highs and lows, or consistent acts of kindness towards others. A strong culture doesn't just happen. It's the product of deliberate choices. Celebrate the good, correct what doesn't align, and be consistent. Over time, your actions will create an enduring legacy of love, respect, and purpose in your family or team. Lesson 8. The importance of purpose. Purpose is the North Star of your life. Without it, you're adrift, making decisions that lack coherence or meaning. Purpose isn't just a lofty ideal. It's a practical guide for every choice you make. Christensen advises, understanding the three parts composing the purpose of your life, a likeness, a commitment, and a metric, is the most reliable way I know of to define for yourself what your purpose is. Think of likeness as the vision of the person you aspire to become. Commitment as the promise you make to pursue this vision. And metric as the way you measure progress. This isn't something you figure out overnight. It requires deep reflection and a willingness to question your assumptions. What truly matters to you? What legacy do you want to leave behind? Once you've clarified your purpose, align every action with it. Whether it's in your career, relationships, or personal growth, let purpose be your guiding principle. Purpose gives meaning to the mundane and clarity to the complex. Commit to it, live by it, and let it shape a life you're proud to call your own. In the end, your life isn't measured by the promotions you earn, the wealth you accumulate, or the milestones you achieve. It's measured by the love you give, the integrity you uphold, and the purpose you pursue. As Christensen concludes, I hope that in the end, we all will be judged a success by the metric that matters most. The clock is ticking. Start today. Make the conscious choice to live a life aligned with your values, driven by purpose, and enriched by meaningful connections. Thank you for listening to How Will You Measure Your Life? By Clayton M. Christensen, James Allworth, and Karen Dillon.